I give you guys one quick good piece of advice for video content. Always have like a bright LED to really help enhance the light. You can see all the madness on my face. Hey guys, so this video is actually the second part of my first repot, but I had to upload it first so I could link it together. So this video is me creating a moss pole of the Snow Queen Pothos cut-in that I had. So check it out and I hope you guys enjoy it. Anyways, so for the smaller one that we have, this one, since we just have one, but she's got roots, she's gonna go into a moss pole because I want to start a leg up on getting her to produce mature leaves. I have these moss poles, slits. They look kind of grayed out because I haven't used them, but if you rinse them out, they clean out. See? So I like these in particular. They are clear. You can see I just cleaned them. They have these slits here, and you get to decide how wide of a pole you want, whether it's a really big one. So if you have a large monstera with large roots, the wider the pole, the better. I've been opting to go for maybe about the second slit with these. It's made it easier for me because right now these aren't very large mature plants, but as I plan to do chop and extends, which is in simple summary is you just, when you have a plant on a moss pole and you have roots in there, just cut it. All the roots that are already in there will support the plant that's been growing, and you can just attach a new pole on top and it'll keep growing, thinking it's growing up higher and higher, and that's how you get bigger and bigger leaves. Now, I don't know if it's like a never-ending cycle because obviously nutrients also are a big factor in that, but I'm just gonna fold it. So we're going on to the second. And I found it easier to do over. These that latch in go over, not under. Once you get one, snap it in. There you go. There you go. Snap it in now. Just don't pull too tight because then it'll all pop out. That's not it. Okay, that's two. There you go. Yeah, it's the one thing about these I like is when I got them, they come flattened already. They don't come folded, and it can get kind of frustrating if you're trying to do a moss pole and you have to like let it flatten out, say outside in the sun with like a heavy board on top. But this is our pole. It's a good size. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do put the pole in the pot, fill that up with the pot in the roots of the pothos into the soil. I'll show you. Let me find a pot somewhere here. So these I got at the 99. May they rest in peace. They went under. What we're gonna do is gonna put soil with the roots of our pothos, and then the pole will go in as well, so that the soil anchors in the pole and there's soil at the bottom, and then the rest will have moss, so that we're simultaneously the plant is in the full environment it needs, so that we're not juggling a pole outside with a pot of soil inside, because then you have to monitor, right? This one also is a self-watering, but it has great drainage. So I'm probably just going to take this off and then put it on a catcher tray. All right, so let's move you guys down. Oh, that's better. All right, so we don't need this, but we need the plant, obviously. We're going to take this. Our pole's going to go in here. So I like that it has these little grooves at the base, so it'll be like this. If I want, I can set it like this, actually, and then the excess moisture can drain through. You know what? We'll do that. So let's just fill the bottom first properly. Let me take off this catcher piece so that I don't. There we go. So I'm gonna let this middle piece get soil first, and let that lip not yet. so that I have like an even spot for the pole, like so. And then we're going to fill up the rest to maybe a third of the way, then put in our plant, and then fill up the rest. And you also want to make sure you get soil into the pole at the same time. Yeah, we're going to need more soil. That's fine. So do a shake at the same time. See how I'm losing some at the bottom? We want to avoid that as much as possible. You can get these meshes as well. There's meshes that help with that. All right, so that's good. Where's our plant? So what we want to do is this is the piece that's growing up here. So it's going to be a little crazy, but we're going to just try and set the roots straight down like that and try and let this grow up like so. We're just going to set it straight in like this, so that as this grows up, it'll get to latch into the pole with the moss. And that's it. Like that. See? Which does tell me I definitely do need more moss. More dirt. That's okay though. We're going to go get some more. For now, we're going to leave it like that. Make sure we have our grower. Where is it? Here it is. I'm going to put it up against the pole. And as it grows up, we'll just give it the opportunity to grow into the moss pole. Like that. Do your humming. So our soil is pretty much now covering our girl and our roots. And then I just need to pat it down a bit more. We're going to throw in some more soil at the base just to be sure. And then in here, again, don't worry. There we go. Trying to flip this off. This is why we have a large board to work with. Like that. All right, awesome. So that's in, and as we water, the cocoa will settle in. What's missing? We just have to top it off with some moss, and then this pole will be done. She's a little crooked because she's got a bottom spot. That's fine. All right, so you guys can see. I'll show you close up. So we got, this is the section that's in the soil, and then we have the pole with some of the soil mix in there, and the rest of this I'll do maybe a quarter for now because she still hasn't started to grow yet in moss, and I'll just infill as it gets more. But yeah, that's pretty much how we set up our moss pole. I'm creating a mess. And then we're going to use a spray bottle to just moisten the moss I want to use, so that's easier to use to throw into the pole. Alright, so we're just gonna use a stick that I have here, and we're gonna use that to push it in. Bring you guys in closer. That's much better. Alright, so our moss is moistened, so it's easier to control. I'm just gonna do a little quick bunch it up a bit, kind of elongated. I'm just gonna put it on top like that. See, we're gonna plop it in. So we're gonna do it a few times. get this one, plop it in. I'll probably do like 4 more times. And then once it's in more, I'll just force it through. That's exactly what happens with moss. And make sure it's sphagnum moss. That's what moss we want to work with. I think that looks good. Let's see what our pole shows. That's our stick. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. So the whole point of the pole is to just give a space with nice humidity so that the roots can be like, oh, I can grab onto this and grow. Sure, the other side you guys can see what we're working with, so there's no gaps. And that's it. I'm not gonna do more. I will add more moss as she produces more growth and I start seeing the big roots go into the pole. So I'll have an update for you guys there later. There you have it, guys. So this is our repotted Snow Queen Pothos into a moss pole. The goal is to see her mature leaves. So if you guys like this one, like, comment, subscribe. If you guys want to see the full repot of the full mother plant, I was able to get 2 big divisions out of her and then this division. So I'll link that video if you guys want to see that one. All right. Thanks, guys.